Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back to our regular community. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin finally did it, over 50,000. You champion Bitcoin, well done. Bitcoin is currently trading at 50,225, up 2.46%. Ethereum 3350, up 3.32%. ADAs in price discovery up 10.19% to $2.79. My goal is to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and create real wealth for yourself and those you love. Real wealth is much more than just money. It's fulfillment and meaning, inner and outer peace, gratitude, happiness, kindness, integrity. C.S. Lewis said it really well. Integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching. Turning to KS zone analysis, the 4 stages that all investors and traders progress through to become consistently profitable and attain real wealth. Integrity is part of the meaning zone, zone 4. Zone 1 is the starting zone, the fear zone. Zone 2 takes a lot of courage to get into. It's called the blame zone. Zone 3 is where you use probabilistic fearlessness. It's the patience and rule zone. Zone 4 is the meaning zone. There are many successful people in zone 3. They trade, they invest, they have a lot of money, but they don't have the meaning. Money without meaning is quite valueless. The question you might ask, is integrity really that important? It is. Integrity is very important, especially the ability to identify the integrity of those people around you. Consider 2 people, person A, person B. Person A is self-driven. They think about themselves. Other people are simply a means to an end. Because of that, they're very entitled. Their words are meant to deceive and trick others because they just want what they want. They're selfish, they're never wrong, they're dishonest, they steal, entitled, untrustworthy, disrespectful, and take advantage. Of course, this is a very extreme case of a person, but they do exist. On the integrity continuum, that person A is here, down here. Now let's look at person B, who is up here. Now, the really important thing to understand, integrity is a journey. People don't just get a level of integrity and stay there. People's integrity is always going up and down, kind of like how price moves. Anyway, let's get on to person B. Person B is driven by what is fair and what is reasonable. Words are their bond. If they say something, they're going to do it. They're genuine. They're honest. They give credit to others. They're hardworking. They're truthful. Even if the truth hurts them, they would prefer to be truthful rather than gain an advantage through a lack of integrity. Therefore, they're very trustworthy. They're consistent. They're respectful people, and they wish to protect others. So why is this important? It's really important because not everybody on YouTube, the press, the media is full of integrity. Some people are incredibly lacking in integrity. That means those people lacking in integrity will deceive and trick others. They will be dishonest and steal. They'll be deceptive. You want to be able to recognize these people with low integrity. Why is that? You're in the crypto space. If you get into bed with the wrong people, you're going to be seriously harmed. A practical application of this is understanding and analyzing the news. News stories are sensationalistic and they only reflect current sentiment. They're designed from a fear-based element to get you to read the article and get the advertisers within that publication to be able to sell to you. It's really important you dig a little deeper, try and find the source material, then analyze that. It could take a little longer, but at least you'll have the truth. That's really important. That's data integrity. Rule 174, the T-cube method, trend, timing, and trigger. we're going to look at trend using the KS process. Looking at the Bitcoin trend, it's important to set up an early warning system so we understand any adverse effects that could derail Bitcoin's momentum. Rule 111, crowd psychology creates price. This is so important to understand when it comes to Bitcoin. Over the past 6 months, an average of 19.2 million new users were added into the global crypto market size. That's a lot of people. The crypto market tops are signified by euphoria. Bottoms are signified by negative euphoria, which is called capitulation. Black swan events get capitulation events. If we look at the current price action, we're nowhere near a euphoria top. Euphoria is very common in all markets. It's not just crypto, but it is especially crypto. Quite a few community members have reached out and said, Ken, these influencers saying that Bitcoin is going to collapse. Well, highly unlikely, probabilistically speaking. We've just realistically entered phase 1 of the sunshine of the bull market. Phase 1 is the largest increase in price. Following phase 1 is phase 2, which is the bear market. We're literally just getting started. If we look across to the KS model, which is a crypto technical trading model based on institutional price psychology, we always compare same cycles, the sunshine of the bull market to the sunshine of previous bull markets, the darkness of a bear market to the darkness of previous bear markets. Whenever you cross psychological boundaries, you're going to get discontinuous analysis. It means you're basically going to get misleading results. If we look at the current cycle we're in the bull market cycle. That means we need to see how past bull markets have performed. Let's look at some on-chain data. When looking at relative unrealized profit, we're currently at this 60% level. The last time we were around a 60% level was around this point 2, July of 2017. It seems that we have quite a way to go. If we look at Bitcoin number of transfers to exchanges across all exchanges, we see the current price behavior or the current on-chain metric behavior is like back here in July of 2017. That was still quite below the all-time high of that particular bull market cycle. When we look at realized cap hodl waves, we notice always 3 waves per cycle. The trend is your friend. We expect 2 more. We've had 1. We're after 2 more. My background is in lecturing first and second year stats, also actuarial science, and as a senior management consultant for large companies, large multi-billion-dollar corporations, crunching their numbers. When I look at graphs and analysis over my 30 plus years of experience, I'm looking for very specific things. There are a lot of on-chain analytics which can give very misleading results, mainly because the numbers just keep on going up. There's no price sensitivity or prediction capability whatsoever. I see a lot of people focusing in on these on-chain metrics. Seriously, I don't know why. I guess it sounds really cool, but it's really not. From a trading and investing perspective, they don't give very strong signals. For example, a chart like this doesn't really give us too much information. Yes, we can see a bit of a blow-off exponential top here, but it doesn't really help us. We need to get really granular in terms of what we look at. This is another example of what I'm talking about. There are some charts that have absolutely no predictive trading capability whatsoever. They're always interesting, absolutely, but when it comes to trading, we need really sensitive information. All investors become traders whenever they buy or sell. If an investor doesn't know trading, they typically buy at the top and sell at the bottom. Traders are very different. We're looking for a lot of signs. I've seen some comments out there on Twitter and YouTube about the end of the bull market. I think people most probably are looking at data from an inconsistent perspective. Maybe one last example will help. If we look at percent balances on all exchanges, what do we notice here? The balances are going up even though price has peaked. The bear market is in full flight. This is really not helpful for us from a trading or investing perspective. What this basically means is it doesn't give us any confidence when to buy or sell, or when to know a top or a bottom is in play. Also, a lot of commentators talk about Bitcoin without really understanding what it is. I have this article, a link to this article in the description of this video. What's actually important here is throughout history, people have really misunderstood discontinuous thinking. Bitcoin is highly discontinuous. It is the foundation of the new internet of value. It's something very different. Reading this particular article can really assist you to understand why experts regularly fail to predict the future. I think a bit of that is going on at the moment. It's going to be a pretty rocky ride to the top. Just understand that there can be very substantial increases in price followed by quite substantial drawdowns. 40%, 30%, they're all on the cards. It could even be more. This bull market is quite an interesting bull market compared to previous. Let's quickly check how the Delta variant is affecting economies around the world. We can see the cases in the last 7 days were 4,372,052. This is a 4% decrease. That's fantastic. We're noticing a lot of decreases across the world, more than what we've seen previously. USA down 7%, Iran down 6%, India 12% down, France 10%, Russia 4% down, Thailand 6% down, Turkey 14% down, Mexico 2% down, Indonesia 34% down. Fantastic. When we talk about integrity, we always seek to go to the source of the information. We don't rely on any news source. This is from worldometers.info. Looking across the world in terms of vaccination statistics, around 32.42% of the world is either fully or partially vaccinated. Looking at investment substitutability, S&P 500, the proxy for stocks, up 30% in the past 12 months. Gold down 8% over the past 12 months. Bitcoin up 332% over the past year. Oh, well done, Bitcoin. Let's look at the market indexes and see if there's any weakness across the globe. Looking globally, we can see markets across the world are doing quite well today. China, Australia, Brazil, the US, well, this is more past data, New Zealand, nice, Stockholm, Sweden, well done Sweden, Norway's under a little bit of pressure, as is Russia. So why do we look at stock market indices? They're important. If there are any black swan events, we'll pick them up. This yellow line is Bitcoin's price action since the previous peak and the dramatic sell-off. This is the bottom and Bitcoin's rise. You'll notice that the red line is the inverse VIX. That's the fear gauge of the US market. We can see the Nasdaq outperforming the S&P 500, performing well. The inverse VIX had a spike downwards but then recovered. We can see the major market indices following that. The Russell has been very weak of late. Let's quickly go through Bitcoin versus the dollar versus gold versus silver. You can see here the price of Bitcoin in yellow. You can see the DXY, the US dollar currency index, in green. You'll note the DXY is coming up, Bitcoin is coming up. Gold went down and is recovering. Silver is still going down. It's still quite weak. It's really interesting to look at how Bitcoin, gold, silver, and the dollar compared to each other. Through the channel, we actually track quite a few transportation indices. We can see all the transportation indices, Nasdaq, Dow, coming down in terms of value. They bottomed out around the time that Bitcoin bottomed out. They've been making a series of basically higher lows. Let's keep on looking at that. They seem to be rounding out just like Bitcoin did. We'll keep our eye on things, but that's important. Some people have reached out to me and said, Ken, I'm worried about the transportation indexes. They're diverging from main market indexes. What I see here is a repair. At the moment, they're basically over resistance. If you were to draw a resistance line in here, they're actually starting to get across that. I think it's not too much to worry about at the moment. We'll keep our eye on it. Please be aware of scammers. If anyone asks you for money claiming to be me or representing me, they are a scammer. The only donation page I have is this site. I'd just like to say a very big thank you to the very generous people who have donated to me on buymeacoffee.com/cryptotradingks. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I just want to let everybody know, in the coffee club, I send out a special video just to the coffee club members to say thank you for your generosity. I will be sending that out again. It will just be a general email because I can't send it out and name everyone. The actual website doesn't allow me to do that. But there have been a few people who have joined. I really want to send them that particular video. So just to let you know, to expect a email quite shortly. Rule 174, T-cube method, trend, timing, and trigger. We'll now get into the timing. Using the KS method, Mahatma Gandhi had a really beautiful quote. Relationships are based on 4 principles: respect, understanding, acceptance, and appreciation. Appreciation is a really beautiful thing. Mary Kay Ash said, if you appreciate someone, don't keep it a secret. I would just like to say thank you to our beautiful community. What an incredible group of people you are. Every day when I get up, I do my best to read all the messages. I'm just so touched by such a lovely group of people. I want to thank you so much. And if you're new, you're really welcome. You'll find our group to be an incredible group of people. Let's have a look at the news headlines as though we were somebody just fresh into crypto. Bitcoin tops 50,000, hitting a more than 3-month high. Woohoo! Good on you, Bitcoin. Bitcoin briefly tops 50,000. Briefly? What is it, down below again? Naughty Bitcoin. Hopefully it's all right. Oh, Bitcoin surges above 50,000. Oh, it briefly tops and it's going up or down. I'm not sure. Oh, it's nearing 50,000. Of course, these are different hours, different time periods. What's happening here? Exciting and terrifying. Crypto just like the 90s tech boom. Ooh, says Seek co-founder. Good on you, Seek co-founder. It is terrifying, absolutely. But that's the fun. How Bitcoin is preparing for an explosive bullish break. Ooh, bullish, that means up, doesn't it? Ooh, this is fantastic. Ooh, I better go all in. I better not FOMO too much. Crypto long and short. When China spoke, Bitcoin reacted. America, not so much. That's interesting. I don't know what that means. I don't have the time to read it. Sweden forced to return 1.5 million in Bitcoin to a drug dealer. Naughty drug dealer. There's so many jokes I could say there. In the money stocks president, Bitcoin will eventually slip to 18K. Oh no! I was thinking that was gonna... Hang on a second, I'm confused. It's 50, 18? Wow, that's a bit of a drop. Ooh, I don't know what's going on now. I was gonna sell the house. Cryptocurrency prices today. Bitcoin over 49,000. What? Dogecoin is plunging? No! Hands off the dog. Okay, what are we seeing here? Basically, pretty positive headlines. I noted in the earlier episode, there were a couple of articles and people talking about Bitcoin and crypto's imminent death. We don't see anything like that on the on-chain data or literally in the market right now. We'll keep our eye on it, of course, but it's very, very low probability. Rule 47, master your edge in life, especially in trading and investing. And we know all investors become traders whenever they buy or sell. It's really important to have an edge, have some kind of advantage, some form of specialization. Rule 47, master your edge. You're an artist. Whatever your edge is that makes you consistently profitable, develop, hone it, make it your own. That can be anything you like, so long as it works. Looking at crypto total market cap is currently at $2.1 trillion. Fantastic. We've seen this upward support line hold very, very strongly. We're coming up to minor overhead resistance. The reason that we look at crypto total market cap is to understand how literally all the alts are moving inside the crypto market. This is just a really, really helpful overview. We can see Bitcoin's fingerprint in the background. We can see Bitcoin is impacting the market. And this is what we know. That's what Bitcoin does. Liquidations over the past 24 hours were $302.3 million, occurring across 69,260 traders. Over the past 12 hours, 89% of liquidations were short. Turning to Binance derivatives, 24-hour trading volume was 69.9 billion, 24-hour open interest 11.8 billion. Bitcoin, the change in the price of the contract over the past 24 hours, Bitcoin and Ethereum are neck and neck on 2% change. ADA 9.5%. AVAX is doing really well on 15%. LRC is going bananas on 46.7%. Look for LRC to be doing something pretty special. XMR 11.7, Dash 16.6, Alpha 12.7, SKL 14.8, IOST 12.5, ICX 11.7. What those percentages actually inform us of is underpinning price pressure. We only measure the positives because we're interested in longs in a bull market. That shows us those particular coins, those tokens, have a lot of interest. A gem is the higher the percentage, the more probable it is to go up and rally strongly. Turning to fear and greed and liquidations, options and futures for Bitcoin, extreme greed of 79 is in the market at the moment. We can see Bitcoin's price has been really, really well held by this support line. It did dip below it around the 200-day moving average, but quickly got above it. Not bad Bitcoin, well done. Current max pain level is 42,000. Going across to the futures and options, the perpetuals are short in the futures market for Bitcoin currently. Looking at options, the put-call ratio is 0.59. Total open interest 36,329.3. We don't see any problem with the stable coins. Open interest in the perpetuals for USDT is about 54 million, and open interest in the futures, the traditional futures, is around 38 million. There's no issue there whatsoever. I'd like to put a few things in context. A lot of YouTubers, when the price is going up, they want you to FOMO in. There's a whole thing on writing YouTube headlines. YouTubers are supposed to elicit fear and greed in the followers. And I've seen it. Sometimes I put a headline on something which is just a very authentic headline, and it can get hit 3 times more than other videos. Of course, I want people to watch our videos. They're really important, but I want to do it with integrity. So I make our headlines quite boring, but I'm probably one of the few YouTubers that actually does that. When the market is going up, We saw back here around the 8th of May, 10th of May, many YouTubers were saying go all in. Basically sell your house, borrow big, it will never be cheaper, the blow off top is coming, exponential price increases. And then it basically tanked 50%. When we were around here, around the 19th of July, the YouTubers were talking that Bitcoin was going to 10,000, 20,000, all the models were broken, the Bitcoin bull market is over. And it's fair, they thought that. I don't know why they thought it, but they did. We've never changed our perception on this channel, and we look to invalidate our model at all times, every day. When price came back up, it was very unexpected for most people, well, for the vast majority of people. And the YouTubers said, well, it's going to 500, 700,000. And now people are talking about 18,000, 20,000, the bull market is over. Look, it's just all sensationalistic, clickbait kind of stuff. We don't do that on our channel. Inside our community, we're not interested in that. We know that Bitcoin's done very well. To have a wave down would just consolidate price behavior right now. But Bitcoin is exponential by nature. You just saw that in this increase in price. There's no telling what Bitcoin can do, but we're in the right cycle of the bull market. We certainly wouldn't go short right now. Just a helpful hint, if you're using leverage and you're not a professional trader, professional traders and investors are consistently profitable. If you're consistently profitable, go for whatever you want. That's your edge. But if you're just learning, please do not use leverage. You'll blow your account up. You'll lose all your money. You don't want that, and I certainly don't want that for you either. Currently, Bitcoin is around 22.64% away from its previous all-time high. Let's have a quick look at Ethereum. From the blockchain center, the flippening has not occurred yet. Flippening is where Ethereum takes over Bitcoin as the #1 crypto. That's not happening right now. The flippening is measured by quite a few different things. We need to see greater than 100% on all of these things before the flippening occurs. Current values: 32% Google search interest, 41% node count, 41.6% market cap. That's Ethereum to Bitcoin. 59% of active addresses, 66% of trading volume. In terms of transaction count, transaction volume, and total transaction fees, Ethereum has flipped Bitcoin, but you need all of these to actually do the flippening correctly. No matter what people tell you, integrity in data is really, really important. Let's have a look at the perpetuals, at the futures. The Ethereum perpetuals are currently short. Turning to the options, the put-call ratio is 0.82. Total open interest is 235,374. Under EIP 1559, 256 million of Ethereum has been burned. The max pain level for options expiring at the end of the month is currently $2,800. Ethereum is currently 28.25% below its previous all-time high. Looking towards the top 7, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, BNB, USDT, XRP, and Doge. The greatest 24-hour percent gainers: Telcoin, Dash, Nano, AMP, AVAX, XMR, ICX. Having a look at the greatest gainers over the past 7 days: AVAX, Audio, Near, Phantom, Arweave, Telcoin, and Atom. Atom's been doing really well recently. Let's have a look at the greatest losses over the past 24 hours. Near, Waves, Algo, Chiliz, Phantom, Audio, and Sol. You gotta have Sol. Let's look at the greatest 7-day percent losses. Compound, BitTorrent, Ethereum Classic, Theta, T-Fuel, stellar, and hollow. Looking at futures open interest across all exchanges, the open interest is still really high. That's supporting the price. Looking to the Bitcoin stablecoin supply ratio SSR oscillator, we see more and more money is coming into the crypto market and being deployed into Bitcoin. That's also a really good sign. That means price is being supported. Let's have a look at the top 8 over the 8-hour chart. We can see Bitcoin improving very well, Ethereum getting over that main resistance, just doing its best, kind of getting there. ADA, Cardano, into price discovery with strength. Woohoo, well done Cardano. Look at BNB, it's going partying hard. XRP, poor old XRP, what's it doing? It's just coming back for a little bit of a rest. It's trying to gather momentum to follow the rest of the market up. And so is Doge. What about DOT? DOT is seeking to get over resistance. So is Sol. That's the 8-hour chart for the top 8. Let's move to the top 8 looking at the 1-hour chart. Bitcoin just coming in for a slight retracement. Ethereum, of course, following Bitcoin. They always do. ADA following Bitcoin. BNB following Bitcoin, consolidating. We can see XRP's got a little bit of weakness here, but it's overcome, well, no, just a little bit under resistance. Try to draw a line of support and resistance just with your eye. It's a really, really good skill. It's one of those hidden gems. Doge, we can see rallied up, just consolidating. Let's have a look at DOT. Same. You can see the same behavior playing out. Different alts have different strengths. Sol, you can see Sol is a bit suppressed in terms of its overall price momentum compared with the other top 7. Now we're diving even more deeply. We're on the 15-minute. Bitcoin just rounding. We can see Ethereum gathering strength and momentum to push back up. ADA consolidating nearly over resistance here, quite fascinating. BNB at the starting point of that consolidation. You can notice different behaviors playing out. XRP looking a little weaker. Doge trying to get over this immediate resistance and do something with it. DOT being a little bit weaker. Sol starting to get over that resistance. Sol could be interesting. Rule 302, study the top. That's what we're all about in our community. We study the top for pattern recognition skills, and then you can apply those pattern recognition skills to your beloved alts. Looking to the Binance top 15, we can see Luna has been going on a lunatic ride up so high. Well done, Luna. You're going to the moon, literally. Fantastic. Over the past 34 days, look at Luna, just beautiful, 339%. That's actually about 35 days. Coming in second place is Sol, 178% up, followed by ADA, 140, DOT, 128, XRP, 113, I'm just rounding up, Matic, 102, Link, 88% up, Uni 82% up, Ethereum 76% up, Doge 74%, XLM 65%, Ethereum Classic 65, Bitcoin around 60, BNB 59%, Litecoin 59%, and Bitcoin Cash about 56%. Well done to the top 15. Turning to Bitcoin's technical analysis, Bitcoin is currently trading at 50,100. Way to go, Bitcoin. It's just testing the psychological resistance at 50,000. This is very normal. It has support below 49,691, 49,440, 48,902, 48,593. They're all really good support levels to just waver around. Lower support levels than that, 47,819, 47,206, 46,566. We know that Bitcoin can move around a lot. We've had a very strong wave up. If we get a retracement around the $47,000 mark, it would be absolutely no big deal. We might find it goes down quickly and comes back up very quickly. They're the kind of things we love in our community. We love buying the falling knife in a bull market. Ethereum is currently trading at 33, 25 and 52 cents. It's pretty much smack bang at support. It's broken over these previous peaks and just coming back to retest that level. That's always really, really healthy stuff. Support below 32.22, 31.30, 30.87. That's a very nice little channel. If price wavers around this, we're not concerned whatsoever. Lower support levels 29.88, 29.13 and 27.96 is a very strong structural support level. Let's have a look at Cardano. ADA is currently trading at 281.74, just near support, just a little bit above that number. We have support below at 2,750, 264.11, 257.44, 250 and 24700. This is fantastic. When you see a alt or anything entering price discovery, realistically the resistance levels become psychological. You could say literally around every 25 cents in ADA's case would be a potential resistance level. What does that mean? For example, $3, $3.25, $3.50, $3.75, $4 and so on. Binance Coin is currently trading at 481.63, support below 468.86, 457.91, 445.46, 432.44 and 421.40. Binance is doing really well. We can see this upward support line has become resistance. We would expect some price action to bounce from there as it goes up towards the $500 mark. Of course, $500 is key psychological resistance as well. Just keep that one in mind. XRP is currently trading at 123.66, support below 121.99, 118.87, 114.58 and 111.23. You notice this upward channel of support. That should support XRP's price quite well if it were to come down. We can also see this resistance line. XRP is above that resistance. It's turned it to support. That's actually quite a good sign. It would look like XRP is going to try to make it to 129. Looking at Dogecoin, Doge is currently trading at 31.820. It has support below at 31.479, 30.729, 0.3, 29.138, 27.989. You can see a lot of upcoming support around the 27.512 mark down to the 26.603 mark. I would just draw your attention to this quite strong resistance. When Doge gets above this, and there's no reason to think it won't, as so long as Bitcoin continues its move upwards, we can see that as soon as Doge actually gets to the 32.535 mark, it's going to do really, really well. We just keep an eye on. I was saying about Bitcoin before, if you look at the downward price in Bitcoin's fingerprint, you'll see Doge following suit. This is always the case. It doesn't matter what alt it is. If you know this, you can use it to your advantage. Polkadot is currently trading at 28.102. It's just above support at 27.900. Support below that, 27.347, 26.814, 26,155. It's really interesting to see Polkadot has got a lot of support playing in at around the 27,347 mark to the 26,155 mark. It's looking quite good. The other thing that you can keep in mind is it is overcome this tight resistance line here. It's getting cradled. So that upthrust in price coming back, retesting and resuming off is pretty cool. You can also note Bitcoin's fingerprint playing into the background. You see the directional correlation is pretty much absolute, as it is with all alts. No alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. I'm always looking for ways that I can provide more and more value to you. Please comment below and let me know what you would like me to cover off. Let's have a quick look at Sol. Sol is currently trading at 73,535. We have a support level here at 70,944. The previous all-time high was 58,341. How I look at charts when I'm trading is I typically draw one line to understand what is the most important thing to focus in on. We can see for Sol there's a downward resistance line getting in the road of Sol improving in price. Look at how quickly it blasted through the previous all-time high. It just literally annihilated it, came back and sought to touch it. That's very, very normal price behavior, and then rallied again. Now it's doing a kind of a consolidation at the moment. Let's keep our eye on Sol. It's looking pretty cool. Remember, price is always moving in a wave. If you were FOMOing in, for example, buying and buying and buying, see this wave down was quite substantial. It went from literally 75 back to around 59. That's quite good. If you're buying in layers and just moving your lower one up to the top one, above the top one that's missed out, that is a really, really good way of doing it. Let's quickly go through some community favorites. Matic is currently trading at 163,853, pretty much at support. Look at that, so beautiful cradling in here happening. We can see that very tight resistance has been overcome. Now, if we were to take this resistance to that point and draw it down, that's been overcome. We take it to the third point, that has also been overcome. This is really quite good. We need to keep our eye on Bitcoin's fingerprint. You got it. We can see Bitcoin rounding up here, rounding down. That's pushing, exerting gravity on Matic. Let's just keep our eye on that. It's looking pretty cool. Theta is currently trading at 7,461. It has structural support below at 7,188. We can see Theta overcame this resistance. It's moving up directionally with Bitcoin's fingerprint, but it's showing a little bit of weakness. Let's have a look. If we draw to this peak and through here, we can see that Theta is seeking to overcome that resistance. It has resistance above at the 7,706 mark. It's structural resistance and uptrending resistance. I think when it gets above that, it's just going to party. Looking at Chainlink, Link is currently trading at 28,753. It has the same kind of issues, seeking to overcome resistance. As Bitcoin continues its rise up, it will pull all alts in the direction of its movement. Icon definitely wants to party. ICX is doing really well. Current price is 158.44. Support below at 155.09, 151.24, 143.39. And we could also put a support line midway at around 147.33. That would be absolutely fine. Icon has done really well. As soon as it got over this daily 8-hour resistance here, as we expected, it's done very well. Of course, it's gaining its strength from Bitcoin. Look at the directional movement. What Bitcoin, the correlation between Bitcoin and alts is directional. From lecturing many years in first and second year stats, it's not a correlation that you would find in textbooks. It's a directional correlation, which is something very different. As the price moves up in Bitcoin, that gravity will pull every single alt with it to varying degrees. Sometimes the price inverses. For example, Bitcoin will go down and alt will go up. This is really interesting. If you find that, keep your eye on those alts. They're exhibiting really interesting behavior. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing this video if you think it will help others. Thank you to our moderators and admins for keeping our community safe from scammers. Please say hi and let me know where you're viewing from, and if you have any questions. If you'd like updates on price movements in the crypto market, please subscribe to YouTube, and you can join us on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. I've left details in the description of this video. Crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there, take care, and see you next time. Bye for now.